If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Only two things are infinite: the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the former. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. No problem can be solved with the same level of consciousness that created it. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. It's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. Coincidence is God's way of remaining anonymous. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. If we knew what it was we were doing, it would not be called research, would it? Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. The only reason for time is so that everything doesn't happen at once. Intellectuals solve problems, geniuses prevent them. Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them. Never do anything against conscience, even if the state demands it. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. Whoever is careless with the truth in small matters cannot be trusted with important matters. The value of a man should be seen in what he gives, and not in what he is able to receive. If you are out to describe the truth, leave elegance to the tailor. There are two ways to live. You can live as if nothing is a miracle. You can live as if everything is a miracle. No amount of experimentation can prove me right. A single experiment can prove me wrong. Common sense is the collection of prejudices acquired by age 18. The monotony and solitude of a quiet life stimulates the creative mind. Any man who reads too much and uses his own brain too little falls into lazy habits of thinking. Technological progress is like an axe in the hands of a pathological criminal. The distinction between the past, present, and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion. Everyone should be respected as an individual, but no one idolized. If people are good only because they fear punishment and hope for reward, then we are a sorry lot indeed. The whole of science is nothing more than a refinement of everyday thinking. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. Most people say it is the intellect which makes a great scientist. They are wrong. It is character. A man should look for what is, not for what he thinks should be. It is a miracle that curiosity survives formal education. He who can no longer pause to wonder and stand wrapped in awe is as good as dead. His eyes are closed. Whoever undertakes to set himself up as a judge of truth and knowledge is shipwrecked by the laughter of the gods. When the solution is simple, God is answering. I love to travel, but hate to arrive. Force always attracts men of low morality. I never think of the future. It comes soon enough. Small is the number of people who see with their eyes and think with their minds. Nothing will end war unless the people themselves refuse to go to war. The only real valuable thing is intuition. A clever person solves a problem, a wise person avoids it. I must be willing to give up what I am in order to become what I will be. I never made one of my discoveries through the process of rational thinking. We all know that light travels faster than sound. That is why certain people appear bright till you hear them speak. Nothing happens until something moves. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not people or things. Life is a preparation for the future, and the best preparation for the future is to live as if there were none. Only those who attempt the absurd can achieve the impossible. The more I learn, the more I realize how much I don't know. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. Everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler.